in like 10 minutes.
Wow, holy shit, did somebody actually get Michael to stop something on time?
It was himself, which is so crazy. Welcome to
That never happens.
the live stream of RTX, of course, powered by Twitch.
So
I said it. I did the sign.
Yeah, I'm impressed. We followed all the rules. We're good at that sort of thing.
Now screw it. Let's jump off the bridge.
I feel like I'm going to tip over it a little bit. It's actually kind of a low railing.
And
Well,
you're
I'm wearing big
heels
shoes,
too,
so
yeah.
I'm wearing gigantic shoes.
I'm wearing comfortable shoes.
Right, so Meg's wearing Uggs
Yeah.
in the middle of summer in Australia. So for the dudes out there, Uggs are wool booties.
They're sheepskin.
They're sheepskin with wool inside.
Yes.
And in the U.S.,
Yeah.
like movie star people, whatever, like Britney Spears and shit, they like to wear that to get coffee at Starbucks. In Australia, she's wearing house slippers outside in public.
I absolutely am. I
In the
bought
middle of summer.
I bought 2 pairs here, and the reason I wore them is because last night at the premiere, someone told me they got Ryan Uggs. So at the free play panel, I wanted Ryan to feel like we were Ugged out together.
Yeah, okay. Did he wear his Uggs?
Yeah, he did. He's got like the standard brown boot that every white girl in America has.
Does he look good in them?
He actually looks pretty good in them, not gonna lie.
Are we going to give him a white girl card?
Absolutely. He was already talking about going to Starbucks and getting a pumpkin spice latte.
Okay, great. We'll
Yeah.
get him in some leggings,
Yes.
and then we'll go.
Yeah, absolutely. The funny thing is we do that.
Patch trip.
We absolutely go to Starbucks in our leggings and Uggs.
I intentionally wear leggings and Uggs just so I can go to Starbucks and fit right in.
Right, exactly. And now I'm wearing them in Australia. It's like the motherland.
Yeah. How hot is it?
I-
Are your feet like swampy as shit
No,
right now?
they're not. Actually, my feet are totally fine. It's like my hair is getting all fluffy and weird, and it's making me very hot.
I worry about, you know that sheep they found that had been wandering and it
Yeah.
hadn't been
Sheared.
shaved or was
Yeah.
shorn in however many years and was nothing but wool?
Yeah.
I worried about him, but according to your feet, he was fully
He
comfortable.
was totally fine. If it were dyed black too and they had like some suede on it, he was great. He was doing great. Yeah, it's been really nice. And actually everything, the panel rooms that we've been in have all been air conditioned. However, my signing was not, and I started to regret my decision there.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's very,
crazy.
very cool.
I mean, we knew the numbers, but seeing everybody is really different.
Yeah.
Especially because they all sound a lot cooler than we do.
Oh, I know. Well, some guy today during my signing was like, just want to tell you your American accent's really hot. And I was like, that's the first time anyone has said that sentence ever in the world. No one thinks it's hot.
I've been wandering around doing a couple of errands the last couple of days, and I noticed whenever I'm not around Rooster Teeth people, my American accent slips again.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, g'day.
G'day. Well,
And
it's
people are
just
like-
easier.
People are like, do I detect a slight accent? Or like, have you been to the UK or something? I'm like, I'm American. I just want to be you.
I just parrot everything I hear, and I'm
Pretty
impressionable,
much.
and I can't possibly hold on to my own accent.
I
I'm the
can't.
same way. No, I'm the same
I
way.
slip. You know what? I slip everywhere I go too, and the problem is I don't slip into the right accent. Like if let's say I go to France or to Italy or whatever, I don't slip into an Italian accent. I just slip into a vaguely, maybe sort of European one that's not British for sure, but it's also not correct.
Fair enough.
I like to think it makes me a globetrotter.
Yeah, my problem is that I do it to people, and then I'm worried they think I'm mocking them. Like Gavin's family will talk to me, and I'll be like, "Oh, it was lovely." I don't know why I just said that. I'm really sorry. I sound like an idiot. I'm really sorry.
No, it was great.
It was great. So they all say lovely, and I end up like, I don't know. Every single time, I'm like, stop saying lovely.
Do you ever end up going super American trying to fight it?
Yeah, no, not really.
I'm doing that occasionally here. I'm like, yeah, that's totally sick.
Oh yeah, soup's cool, y'all. Although I say no worries a lot, and I didn't realize that's an Australian thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been like, yeah, no worries, and I'm like, oh, people probably think I'm trying to be cool, but that's just what I say.
Yeah, it's like, no worries.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
No, it's been amazing. Everybody's been really, really cool. The fans have been really, really fun this weekend so far. We just barely kicked it off, basically. We've had like 2 panels. But
Yeah, it was cool. The biggest thing I got to catch so far was I saw part of Hex's keynote, and the whole thing, I was like, yeah, my parents also sent me to therapy. They thought I was being recruited into like a cult. And they used to lock the computer room so I couldn't get into it and play games because they were really worried about me, and I learned how to pick the locks. And I would go in there in the middle of the night or when they weren't home, and I'd muffle the sound of the modem like with a pillow or a blanket or something so they would know that I was getting online. Eventually they did give up and I just got a computer in my room, but that took a while.
Yeah, it did take quite a while. Very,
And
very
a lot
cool.
of therapy.
See, I had tech-savvy parents who were like, yay, internets, but a very rare case, I will certainly say. I'm thankful I didn't have to, like, sneak into any computer rooms.
Yeah, I feel like that was pretty formative for me.
Yeah. Well, you learned to pick locks. I think you just acquired a cool skill.
I did. To be fair, it wasn't proper lock picking. It was you get those doorknobs that just have a little circular hole in them.
Ah, yes.
And by pick the lock, I mean I learned to take the tip off of a Q-tip because that was the perfect size to fit through the hole
And just,
and
like,
trigger
poke
the
it.
lock mechanism. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So that's what I can do. Are you impressed?
Stealth. Ashley Jenkins.
So good at this.
Q-tip. Very cool.
I was an idiot.
Is there anything else? Are you on the Ladies of Rooster Teeth panel?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll
I have
do this
no
later.
idea what to talk about. I guess we're talking about like vaginas for
Yeah, no,
an hour?
we should talk about periods at least 10 times.
Great. I am qualified.
Well, they actually, we had lunch up here and they were like, hey, Meg, can you do an interview real quick? They want to talk to you about being a lady at Rooster Teeth. And I had like a burrito hat hanging out of my mouth. And I honestly thought to ask, can I bring the burrito with me or do I have to leave it here? Yeah, like that is being a lady at Rooster Teeth. That's having a burrito hanging out of your mouth.
Yeah, there's not a lot to being a lady at Rooster Teeth. So this should be an interesting panel.
Yeah, exactly. It's
We're all
just,
going to be like, well, dicks are hilarious.
yeah, we also think farts are funny.
Yeah.
Next.
I'm powered by fart.
Yeah. Okay, is it just me, but on international flights, do you feel like every half breath you take is like filled by fart?
I do. In fact, here's the thing. So I have a theory. I fart a lot on planes.
Everybody does, because nobody can hear it, and you're like, this is my time to shine.
That's true, but I think it's also not our fault. I think it's pressure-based. So you know when you're flying and you have a water bottle or something, and you go up in the air and the water bottle gets really hard because it's like there's too much air inside trying to get out, and so it gets really hard. The air just wants out. It's like that, but your body.
But farts.
Right. But here's the thing: is there's not a cap on your butthole, so it can get out.
It's just called your rectum.
Yep. So all the air is taking its opportunity.
It's not my fault.
I wonder if you reverse fart when you come down,
When you descend
out of altitude, and your body just wants to suck back in and readjust.
Interesting. You know, actually, Gavin and I have talked about this because Gavin says that if you pat someone on the butt, he's like, oh, you're going to push air into my butthole. That's not how buttholes work. That's not how that works.
That's not how any of that
Air
works.
doesn't just go in there. It's not open. It's not like a centimeter dilated at all times.
I mean, maybe if he's gaping, but I don't know. Meg, is he gaping?
No, but he's pooped his pants. So it might not have been his fault if it's open a centimeter at a time.
That's true. Maybe he just has a naturally gapy butthole. It's open, like him.
He's a very open man. It's true. We should all be so lucky as to have a centimeter dilated butthole.
Yeah, so he's lucky he just got off the.
There's actually some
the
people
panel
as I
can talk
see.
about him.
Yeah, I see Ryan down below us here.
Oh yeah, yep. Hi everybody.
Hey, hello. There's a standee attached to someone else, which is always fun.
They're all in line to stick a thumb up without asking.
Yeah, exactly. They're all. Oh, there's signings going on the other side. You can probably hear those as well.
Yeah.
Lots
it's,
going on.
Yeah, it's a really busy show.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. And also cool how much we get to feature the Australian community, like the Rooster Teeth community from Australia.
Yeah, it's cool. This I don't know how much you guys can see of the backdrop, but this is like this. It's an old train workshop, and it's called the Australian Technology Park because when this whole complex was built, trains were technology.
Look at the
Which is really
newfangled
cool.
technology.
This was the future that we're in, and now we're driving
like, how
by
quaint
going
and
like,
adorable.
man, this is cool. Look how historic it is.
Yeah. Oh, trains.
It's going to be really interesting seeing computer factories and like computer warehouses in
Check out the
another
IBM Tech
you know,
Park.
150 years, and everyone will be like, oh, that's so sweet.
I
Look,
know.
look what they thought they were doing.
They made chips.
To be fair, it'll probably be computers.
Yeah, no, that's true. I think we're going to throw it over to the Founding Fathers panel. It's coming up next. We got Joel, Gus, Bernie, Matt, and Jeff hanging
and
out.
Gus.
And Gus, again, talking about being founders. And probably also farts and gaping buttholes.
Right, because what else did we got to talk about?
We're keeping the theme going. So I think they're setting that up right now. It looks up pretty good.
They've got some pretty sick music going on over there,
it's
for
the
sure.
Matrix over there, actually, so.
Well, I mean, I guess they started Rooster Teeth not long after some of the early Matrix movies.
That's very true.
So if we're lucky, they're all wearing long leather trench coats. Take a guess.
All right, have
ready?
fun, guys.
Does this microphone work? Gussarola. Bernie Burns, Jeff Ramsey. I don't know.
Hello.
Millie Ramsey!
That is the coolest.
And Matt Hull.
Millie did not react at all. Your cheers
You dropped
mean
the mic
nothing to
already.
her.
I feel weirdly exposed without a desk. This has to be the first time we've ever done a thing without a desk in front of us.
You could do like a Basic Instinct style thing.
This is the old man panel. Nobody wants to see that.
There's a lot of people out there who want to see it. Look at that. There's a lot of people here.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, oh, Gus, I was like 5 minutes ago, we had a panel for Achievement Hunter. It was wildly successful. It was way better than this will be. And I was telling people how you like New Zealand so much more than Australia, and they were super into it.
Fuck
One
New
person.
Zealand!
So, as a follow-up to that, when's the last time you were down here, Jeff?
Like 5 years ago.
Because I've been here 3 times in the last year. Because I love Australia that much. I've not only been to Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, all in 1 year's time.
Listen, you can say whatever you want. I'm not talking shit about Australia. I think these guys
You
are great.
are. You are. No one. You are the one bringing it up and talking shit about
No.
Australia. I was not talking shit about Australia.
Well, I don't want to tell them the story. They already heard the story, but
I can talk about my love of a variety of Aussie beers, ranging from Little Creatures Pale Ale.
This is
all the
getting
way to-
awkward.
all the way to Resch's.
Do you want the rest of us to leave so you guys can talk this out? I feel like a therapist at couples therapy.
well, you're doing a great job.
No, so I'm just gonna let you guys talk.
I acknowledge your feelings, but you have to acknowledge mine.
I acknowledge that you do not appreciate being put on the spot.
Da, 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 da.
All right, well, it was a good time, guys.
So Matt, do we want to jump right to Q&A, or do you want to show some stuff?
Yeah, we do have some new stuff we could show.
Okay.
You know, one of the things we wanted to talk about during this panel in particular is Rooster Teeth's 13 years in now, which is crazy. And we've had the chance to do a lot of cool stuff. And this year, of course, we got the movie coming out, which is very exciting. And we've been really just kind of like, I don't know, pleased and honored that whenever we try to do bigger and cooler stuff is when usually the audience, like the community really responds and encourages us to do more. So this year we're going to be doing a lot more, and we've got some really big projects that we're going to be putting out for our sponsors on the website. And we got a couple of them, like kind of little teaser videos we'd love to show you guys if you'd like to see them.
I guess.
Okay. This first one, I believe you guys have heard of before. It's a project called Day 5. Do you want to set this up, Bernie?
Oh, you mean the premise for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so a few years ago, it was actually in the same pitch session where we came up with Laser Team. We also had the concept for a post-apocalyptic series called Day 5. And we tried to figure out, what kind of post-apocalyptic show could we make on a Rooster Teeth budget at that time. And so our particular version of the apocalypse is there's an event that takes place one night at 3:01 a.m. and everyone who is asleep dies. And subsequently, anybody after that point who falls asleep also dies. And it's called Day 5 because we picked this up on Day 5 of the event, and people have been trying to stay awake now for 5 days in a row. And it's like, what happens to the world when something like that takes place?
Let's take a look at that Day 5 clip if we can.
So we should amend that to say Winter 2016 for the Australian audience.
That's right. Summer, U.S. summer.
It's out right now.
It won't be out next week. Yeah, so Joel and I shot that, most of that stuff, I don't know, actually like last year, right? When was that?
It was like 2 years ago now at this point.
It was 2 years ago.
After
it really?
the plane trip and the jet lag, I don't even know what year I'm in right now.
Yeah. How long did you have to stay awake for you? Like, how long, as like, you were doing the method acting thing?
Well,
During that.
I mean, it was funny because actually I had the first day of shooting, I had actually just accidentally had wound up being awake for 3 days or whatever, which made for a great first day of shooting.
How do you accidentally stay
Yeah,
up
well, I
for
can,
days?
I can absolutely answer it. The answer is Las Vegas. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it was Vegas.
Yeah.
but we're pretty excited about that. It's actually going to be a 6-part series, hour-long episodes, and most of the team that worked on Laser Team is involved in that, from production design to camera and everything else, and Josh Flanagan's kind of show running it for us.
And there's a shot in there that established a tradition at RTX, which is the shot on the street with all the dead bodies. That's a shot we did at RTX 2012 now at this point.
Yeah,
I think.
that's right.
It was a while ago. That was an 1,800 person shoot that we had that day with attendees for RTX in Austin. And we just finished our big shoot at RTX Australia. For those of you who came out and participated, we had about 100 people come out to help us shoot an episode of Immersion. Who was out there for that? Anybody in here? Thank you guys. You guys were awesome. So we'll have that out very soon.
You didn't bring any. I can't make any. Never mind. I'm not gonna make any spoilers. But I was gonna do a joke that was gonna be really funny.
That's a spoiler.
I love actually that our first RTX in Australia, we got to shoot a really awesome immersion episode, because one of my all-time favorite immersions is from the first RTX, ever in Austin.
Yeah.
And we had the entire community come out, and I think it's just so cool that we got to do that again. And it's going to be great. It's a really good episode.
I feel like that, tradition continues, the shooting and immersion at an RTX. I feel like another tradition we've inadvertently continued with RTX was having the first one in a new country with no air conditioning.
That's right.
So, the first one in 2011, we literally had the first RTX in an open field, like a vacant lot. We just threw up a tent and put a keg out, and we're just like, come on down, let's hang out.
Yeah.
And we have a cake here, by the way. You just have to find it.
It's not an inaugural RTX unless there's a ton of sweaty selfies.
Yeah,
Joel found it.
I did. That's true. I did find it.
So in fact, our tagline, we joked for RTX 2012, was now with air conditioning. So hopefully we can continue that tradition in Australia as well and introduce air conditioning next year. Oh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we've got another kind of sneak preview for another series that we've been working on for a while. And this series actually is getting close to done. We've been working on it for a while, and it's something that Bernie and I feel really passionate about. And one of the stars, there's a lot of RT people in it, but one of the stars that you're going to see in it and get to know really well is this guy named Kirk Johnson, who also stars as one of the supporting roles in Laser Team. For those of you who got to see the movie already, he plays Officer Vandenbloom, the kind of goofy right-hand man.
It also stars people from Freaks and Geeks and Saturday Night Live as well. Is in this new series. It's a comedy series.
Yeah. So we tried to go out of our normal bounds a little bit and bring in people that we wanted to work with in kind of the same way we did with Laser Team, bringing in Alan Richson and Colton Dunn. So we got a little clip of that we want to show you. And
yeah, the basic premise of this one is it's just really terrible people who have access to really amazing technology and what they do with it. It's essentially like Inception meets Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Can we play the Crunch Time clip?
I feel like we should have a sandwich up here for the Founding Fathers panel.
I agree with that completely. That was actually that
was what Colton said when he was like trying to figure out if he wanted to come do the movie. He was like, I checked out all your videos, they're really good. You guys really like sandwiches.
And that show in particular, I worked on that one I think 3 days in total for the part that I played in that. And I got hurt on that one way worse than anything I did on Laser Team. And I did a lot more stunts on Laser Team, but they put my head through a table in that one and covered my entire right side in bruises. That was a crazy day.
I think you had to walk the red carpet for a Laser Team
like the next
film
day.
Festival appearance the next day.
With a black eye.
Yeah, with a black eye. So that was good. You look tough.
And so now what is yeah, right. So now what is the planned order of release for these? So these are all series that we're either in post-production on at this point or about to start production on in the case of Day 5 for the main series. But the order of these will be Crunch Time will come out.
I think it's going to be, right as it stands right now, day 5 will be out first.
Right.
Sometime mid-year. And then Crunch Time will follow shortly after that. And then we have a third series that Aaron Marquis is spearheading called Kleptos. And he'll have some more information about that later, but that's going to be the third one for the end of the year. But we're really committed this year to really producing some high-level series work. It's something that we've always wanted to do and haven't had the resources and the people to do until now. And coming off the heels of Laser Team, being able to build out a bigger infrastructure and have so many more cool, talented people to work with, we're trying to keep them at work and trying to keep putting out more cool stuff. So we're really excited to see what you guys think about it as these things come out.
As opposed to all the other assholes we've been working with the last 12 years. Just those
Exactly.
So now that it's been announced, can I finally wear my Crunch Time t-shirt on camera?
Yes, you're more than welcome to do it. You can only wear it in Australia, though. That's the only thing. All right, do we have somebody with a microphone that can take some questions from the audience? All right, this gentleman right here. Let's give you a short run. This guy right here in the third row.
All right. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Is that the question?
Yeah, good. Thank you for your question, sir.
It's doing all right.
It's going very well, thank you.
Next question.
So, as you are the founding fathers, I imagine most of you, aside from Joel when he's tweeting about China's economy, work really hard. And I was just wondering, did you guys...
That's the best joke of the panel so far.
It's in really bad fucking shape.
Do you want to
by the
come
way.
up here? I feel like I should swap places with this guy.
So, did your work permit you to like come here and have some time in Sydney and do as you please and get up to hijinks, or did you do what I did and rock up and go, oh fuck yeah, Laser Team, 2 hours, let's do it?
You mean for coming, all of us leaving our jobs and coming down for RTX Australia?
I think
Yeah, did you have any time or not?
Did you have free time to do tourist stuff?
Oh, like in Australia? No, I showed up like, I literally flew from Washington, D.C. to L.A. That was 5 hours, then L.A. to Sydney. That was 14 and a half hours. As soon as I got off the plane, they drove me in a car to a TV interview. So I basically looked like a zombie if you saw me on, what is it, News 7. I looked like a nightmare on that.
If
good
you
stuff.
if you were to have free time, what would you do with it?
Amazing. I did the Amazing Race. I had to use vacation days for that. So that's what I had to do. But it was good preparation for like getting on a plane and traveling halfway around the world and then immediately getting in front of a television camera. So, no, I mean, all of us are busy all the time, but it's
Yeah.
like, we do this because we love it, so.
You touched a koala.
Yeah, well, I talked about it in the Achievement Hunter panel. I guess you didn't show up. I had one day, and I would have stayed longer, but your summer is our winter, so Millie is in school still. So she will fail the 4th grade if we spend too much more time here.
She's not in school, she's right there.
Well, I mean, technically, there's a dummy, chainsaw carved dummy that my wife carved that looks a lot like Millie sitting in a classroom right now, failing a test.
What about you? Have you had a
It's
chance
public
to do
school,
anything,
so
Joel?
it's probably going to get a C.
Have you ever gotten those letters from the state of Texas?
Yeah.
When your kid misses school?
Every single fucking year.
It's horrifying.
Millie has missed the exact allowed number of days every year she's been in school. And you get the letter they're talking about that we get is like, you get a letter from the school board. They're like, if your child misses another day, you're all going to jail.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
The budgets for the schools are based on attendance of the kids. So if the kids miss like 4 or 5 days, even to do something cool like come and visit another country,
And learn some culture.
they literally send you, your child has missed 5 days of school, so just FYI, we might take away your kids.
Yeah.
They literally tell you that in a letter. And parents show up at the schools and like scream and get in fights with the principals.
And it's like, you're like, my daughter has straight A's. And they're like, sir, we don't care about straight A's. We care about budget.
Yeah, that's it.
How much do you guys actually get to work together now that you're so busy?
But once a year, we do one of these panels.
That's really...
No, it's twice a year now.
Twice a year, sorry.
I honestly, not much. I mean, some of us work close to others. Gus and I on the podcast every week. And then, Matt, I see Matt in a lot of meetings. That's, yeah, but not often anymore.
I don't remember the last time I've quote unquote worked with any of you. It's been I talked to Matt a lot because of work stuff.
We did something, didn't we?
No. What did we do?
I thought we did.
I was on a podcast with you. I told the story on a podcast.
Yeah.
The RT podcast. That was probably the most recent thing.
Yeah, but no, it's rare that we get opportunities because everybody has basically grown into like the head of some department at the company, and there's a whole group of people working beneath them, and those are the people we tend to work with.
And when we do get together, it's to figure out what Joel's department is and, and what he's doing.
Joel's department is Adam Ellis. So he's got one of the biggest departments in the company.
Hey there, guys. My question's for Jeff.
Hello.
So, in 11 Little Roosters, you're portraying an Australian spy. I think the quote was, "Whatever the hell Australia has." How was that for you, and how did you like portraying that character?
So I got asked that in an interview today, and that I don't know, not fulfilling. I was asked. Josh Flanagan said, "Can I take a picture of you?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess." And then he said, "Can you put this on?" And I said, "Am I in it? Are you casting me?" And he goes, "No, it's just a picture. I swear." And so as far as I know, that was.
So 11 Little Roosters has not been even shot yet. And Josh Flanagan is now the lead producer on day 5. So 11 Little Roosters is something
He
that
swears he's going to get it done.
he swears he's going to get it done this year, but I would not hold my breath, honestly.
I was super excited to be the stand-in for whoever is cast in that role.
Jean Reno?
Jean Reno? I get that a lot.
I see it tattooed. Is your palm tattooed right there? That's amazing.
Sir, you've made a lot of positive life decisions.
You'll be next.
Right there with you.
Hi. Back at the very start of Rooster Teeth, do you guys have any grudge matches against each other about, like, did someone not do work that they were supposed to, or was there, like, any form of, like, rivalry between you guys for the work that needs to be done?
Well,
You heard the thing about Joel earlier, right?
when we were in the old office, like when it was still just like the 5 of us, I remember that Gus, which is you just see how high you can stack the trash on top of itself before somebody has to actually take the trash out.
You can staple trash to trash and it's still okay.
Yeah. So they were always the winners of that. I would break down.
I don't
So
know
have we
who-
shot each other yet? Not
so
yet.
I would
but
say-
soon it will make a great immersion. I promise you.
He's still going. So I would say that Bernie and I had a bit of an achievement score rivalry, but, you know, I left him in the dust a long time ago.
I think I just crossed 100,000 gamer score.
Whoa.
Yeah, like 8 years later.
What game?
I think it was Halo 5.
Halo 5?
Yeah.
Did you play Fallout?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
100% of that one.
Oh, you
I
100%ed it.
only play like 2 games a year, but
I
I,
am-
still 100% them.
I am on the last mission. I tried desperately to beat it before we left, but I just couldn't get it done. I had too much other shit to do.
Oh, really?
But it's fucking great. I don't
can't
understand why
imag-
people don't like it.
Your backlog must be ridiculous.
It's not good, yeah. It's
You
pretty
must
bad.
get like 50% of the way through most games.
If I stop playing a game for 3 days, I never play it again.
It never comes back.
No.
I do have a grudge against Jeff from the old Buda apartment office.
I don't, what?
Jeff and I had desks. We sat next to each other in the living room. I sat closest to the door, and then to the left of that was Jeff. If Jeff wasn't there and I needed to get something from his desk, I would have to go and look like, oh, there's a piece of paper, I need a file or something. Jeff had a fingernail drawer.
I thought that was Matt. Was that Jeff's?
That was
That was
Jeff.
me.
He had a drawer in his desk that if you opened it, it was filled with fingernails. And it was absolutely disgusting.
Let's be clear. It was
Stay out of my shit!
I needed stuff.
Are you a serial killer?
No, but it's like when you need to clip your fingernails, I have a issue. I clip my fingernails like once a week.
He didn't want to take him to the trash because that would have tipped it.
I
over.
dump the drawer out every once in a while, but like I don't want to put them on the floor, then somebody would step on it.
There was so many nails.
I thought that
Where
was Matt.
do you do
Go
it?
outside. There's a door. It was literally 10 feet from your desk.
But we all parked under the thing. I would just
We
drop
did not
finger-
park under the thing. We parked in the back of the building.
Well, you're a back of the building kind of guy. Some of us parked out front.
Yeah, but we learned that about you on the podcast too, Gus, that when you groom yourself downstairs with a razor, you're like in your bathtub with a tarp collecting everything. Like you're scared of your own pubic hair, basically.
I'm scared of everything.
No, the worst of that was Marshall. Do you guys know Marshall? Like he worked at Rooster Teeth for a while and made some really funny stuff, and we discovered he was living at Rooster Teeth at one point because the bathroom was like filled with his beard shavings, and just like his dirty underwear was everywhere, and it's like, what's going on? He's leaving this stuff everywhere. It's like, oh, Marshall's been living here for 2 months and no one knew.
Dude, I wish I'd have remembered that. Last summer, Marshall lived with me for like a month. Did you guys ever hear the story about when I came home and he was wearing my socks? It's like,
And then he ate all your food.
He ate my dinner in front of me. I got up to go
That's a
get
power
a
move.
drink, and I came back, and he was eating my Chinese food.
That is a power move. That's
I
like
know.
dominant. He's like he rubbed his balls on your pillow.
He baited the fuck out of me.
All right, let's get this gentleman here.
First of all, congratulations on everything you guys have achieved in the last year. And
Thank you. We're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I can speak for everyone when I say we're all excited for what you do in the next year. Secondly, Bernie, my girlfriend is actually my tattoo artist, and she's actually an amazing artist as well. She's drawn a portrait of Montium, and she'd like to come and give it to you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much. Come on up.
Also not a question.
There was no question anywhere in there. It was just A, no Q.
Don't be shy. Everyone's looking at you.
I've never met a shy tattoo artist before. That's amazing. Oh, thank you so much. She drew a portrait of Monty Ohm.
Hold it up to camera.
What's that?
Hold it up to camera.
I don't know where the cameras are, so I'm just going to hold it up there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Still no question though.
Right there. Still no question.
Hi, I'm from Perth, so worry for us.
Oh, you're from Perth?
Yep, that's right.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
This question's for both Joel and Bernie. Who's going to be the first one of you to get a barrel of oil?
Joel, are you in the market for a barrel of oil?
A barrel of oil?
We determined, Gus and I determined it's $25 for a barrel of oil now. We're going to get in the oil game. We're just going to buy it.
$28, right? Something like that?
It now costs more to refine a barrel of cheap crude than it's worth. So, oil prices on the crude side
Oh,
have
you
gone
did it,
negative.
sir.
Why?
Here we go. Settle in, everybody.
Have gone fucking negative. So that should be interesting.
So would you not consider? Would you not consider it a buying opportunity?
At some point, it's going to be. Barrel went from $150 to $30.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Should I buy gold?
God.
Joel, have we ever talked about Bitcoin? What is your opinion of Bitcoin?
It's funny because one of the main dudes from Bitcoin came out like last week and was like, hey, this has failed. Bitcoin has failed. And then he went and now he's working for a bank and they're building their own blockchain.
Joel, it was a rhetorical question.
Yeah. You know how you can tell when something's not a real currency? When there's a main dude behind it.
Hey, I'm Carl.
Well, that's kind of fucking
I'm Carl
isn't it?
Coin.
I mean,
Yeah, it's like we have the Fed. We have Ellen.
It's kind of a
in the
main
US dropping the
dude.
dollar
There's
off.
no main dude behind
there's
the
a main
dollar.
dude. Her name is Yellen and she's fucking us.
See, I was right. He agreed with me. Wait. Oh shit.
Congratulations, Gus.
Hi guys, big fan. Just a quick question. How do you feel going from Rooster Teeth being so small to what it is now? Like how much you've progressed through the years?
We hope at some point to be so big that we can afford air conditioning.
Yeah. I feel like we need
That
to hit
is
the
the
treadmill.
fucking dream.
No, there's an air conditioner right over there. People are all grouped around it.
Dangerous to point yourselves out.
I think if current Gus could go back in time to April 1st, 2013 until, April 1st, 2003, until 2003 Gus, what he was doing right now, I would not believe it.
What would you tell 2013 Gus?
I would tell him to not buy oil.
Stop
are you?
listening to Joel.
I'm 37.
You're 37.
I'm turning 38 next month.
I remember you saying at one point when I knew you earlier, you said, I'm not making it to 40, I'm going to die before I get to 40. And
Let's
now,
just say I haven't hit it yet.
I'm just saying.
I was thinking this morning, actually. Do you remember we were on a PAX panel and somebody asked us, what are you guys going to be doing in 10 years? And we're like, not making red versus blue.
Well, we're not. And now it's Miles' problem.
Now it's all child labor that does it. Gus, it's amazing. You're the baby of the group at like 38. Yeah. That's crazy. We got somebody better?
I'm the Justin Timberlake.
Hey guys, how are you?
Thank you.
We're doing well.
It's good to hear. You guys are obviously your main media outlet is the internet. Are you guys thinking of, and you've obviously got a movie coming out, are you thinking of moving into TV or any sort of commercial sort of other media outlets?
What do you got?
Did you not hear that Red vs. Blue was on TV last month? We debuted on the El Rey network. Or when we had a book in bookstores the month before that. Or when I went on The Amazing Race. Thank you for your question, sir. Yeah. Jeff, can you talk about your thing?
I mean, I don't care. My thing never happened.
Oh, it's done?
I guess.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was everything is a go. You'll hear from us next week, and that was October.
Yeah, that's always the thing is like when some internet groups, when they do like movies or TV and stuff, they stop their web stuff in order to do that stuff. We don't do that, and we actually don't really talk about it until it's like a sure deal. Sometimes that's like 3-4 years for those things.
I filmed a pilot for a TV show over 2 years ago, and here we are.
Hey, how many people out there like don't watch TV at all, just get all your entertainment online?
Wow. Really? Well, sir, there's your answer.
Yeah. I mean, we do like doing some stuff with traditional media. Obviously, I mean, we're doing the movie. I think where there's cool opportunities to do stuff like that, we will. But we're really focused on making Rooster Teeth, you know, our home base and making it a place where we can do kind of like everything that we want to do, from, you know, really small, kind of goofy, crazy stuff to bigger budget stuff.
Well, Jeff, if you filmed a pilot 2 years ago, you look a lot worse now than you did 2 years ago.
Wow. Dude.
There will be no continuity between episode 1 and episode 2.
Well, episode 1, yeah, no, well, thank you, by the way.
But, I mean, your fingernails look exactly the same.
It came from his earlier discussion trying to throw me under the bus.
You're mad about the Australia thing. I've aged well, thank you.
No, you haven't.
He's very well preserved, though. All right, you got somebody back there? And then we should move up towards the front.
Hey guys, you've gone into live action movies now. It seems a Halo movie is never going to happen. So when are you guys going to make your own Red versus Blue movie?
We've made 14 of them.
Yeah. Every summer.
Yeah, I really doubt, of all the properties at Rooster Teeth, I doubt that Red versus Blue will be the thing that we try to transition to another kind of medium. After we just put out a book and a TV show, but we won't do that just because it's like one of our only properties we have at the company that's a licensed property, and we're kind of, you know, more focused on doing original new things that people have never seen before. Yeah.
Hi, this is a question to all of you. I was just wondering, what's your favorite game of 2015?
That's a really hard question. I've been kind of delaying putting off the discussion on the patch about best game of 2015 just because I've had so many games that I really enjoyed. I think the game I probably played the most in 2015 was either The Phantom Pain or Fallout 4, but I really enjoyed Shadowrun Hong Kong to a painful degree.
It's not a hard question
so
at all.
That would be up there too.
Tales from the Borderlands was the best game in 2015.
I liked Fallout 4. I thought it was great. And there's an independent game called Tharsis that I've been playing, which is it's a really great game.
Tharsis is so good.
Tharsis is a really good game.
But that's 2016. That just came out.
Fuck it.
Joel?
I like Fallout 4, mainly because it prepares you for the next cycle. It's a joke. Fallout 4 is great.
Matt?
Solitaire is one of my top ones, and Photoshop.
You know, Matt was in full post-production for Laser Team through all of 2015 and the CEO of the company. So Matt had no time literally for anything. Like every game he played was for
I
game
pretty
kids.
much only play games with my kids, so
yeah.
Like Rayman, play a lot of that. I don't know, every Mario game.
What was your favorite game of 2015, Millie? What? That didn't come out in 2015. Yeah, I'm sorry. Life is Strange, maybe?
She said Walking Dead. You said Walking Dead?
Yeah, it's her favorite game.
What, the Telltale one?
Yeah.
Not the FPS one, yeah. It's great. Telltale's great. It's like, but I think everyone has a favorite series by Telltale. Like you like Tales from the Borderlands. I also like Walking Dead, and I just don't end up playing the other ones because it's like, I feel like it's a bigger commitment.
Tales from the Borderlands was absolutely amazing.
Bernie, you should play it.
My kids love it, and they tell me every day, please finish it out because I'm on episode 3.
It is the best written video game I've ever played.
It's unbelievable, the way that, the writing and the way that they tell the story in that game. It's so
the
good.
funniest video game ever made.
Also, they have really amazing title sequences for every episode where it's like where the titles come out and they're playing music and really setting the theme. It really was like a next level benchmark for them, I think.
Fair play. All right. Where are we at? There we go.
Hi guys. I'm from New Zealand, so first off, Joel, don't say anything until you really have a good experience there.
What part of New Zealand are you from?
Wellington.
Do you ever eat at Monsoon Poon?
Yes.
My favorite
It's
my
really
favorite
good.
restaurant.
Well done.
From his favorite
I mean,
place.
listen, I love hobbits. Everybody loves a fucking hobbit. We all love the hobbits.
And Adam Ellis looks like a dwarf, you know, so just a big blown up dwarf. So Joel's used to working with like Middle Earth creatures and everything. Was there a question?
Wait, yeah, did she
from
get to
New
ask her
Zealand?
question?
What was the question?
He walked away.
Kinda,
She said, I'm from New Zealand, and he literally
Wait,
walked away.
he's from Australia, right? He's a,
The rivalry is real.
What is your favorite candidate? I'm going to ask you a question. What is your favorite candidate for a new flag?
For what?
Sorry, a new flag.
a new flag, right?
Do you really want to ask that?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Well, I am pretty privy to the Red Peak, but after the whole debacle, I'm kind of just anti the whole thing because it cost us $26 million.
It's a little ridiculous.
It's a little ridiculous is a kind of an understatement.
It cost you $26 million to change your fucking flag?
Have you heard the story? They opened it up to the public to submit flag designs, and it was like they received some terrible ones. So then they had to go through public voting in order to determine the final candidates that'll then be placed on the ballot for them to vote for what.
How does that
actual flag
cost
will be.
$26 million?
Yeah, that's
Maybe
not...
that should be your flag. It's $26 million gone.
Okay, question.
Still hasn't asked the question.
Yeah.
What was the flag?
He was walking away again.
My question is, what is your favorite accomplishment that you've achieved since the beginning?
Oh yeah, we're not gonna answer that one. Okay, next question. I don't know. Favorite accomplishment I would say is, it's just the amount of people that have come to work at Rooster Teeth and have built careers there. That's probably mine. It's kind of hard to like put a pin on anything in particular, but that's the big one over long term.
I think for me, it's been the growth of RTX. I think RTX Austin has literally taken years off of my life. And coming here to Australia and having it go so smoothly so far and partnering with, Supernova and Hanabi has been amazing. And just to get to meet everyone who comes out to see us has been great.
So you just tooted your own horn.
I'm pretty.
The growth of that thing I started.
She asked what our biggest. She asked us to toot our own horn.
That's great.
What's your biggest accomplishment without tooting your own horn, Jeff?
Getting to spend 13 and a half years with Gus. It's every day is a treasure.
In Jeff's defense, I am awesome.
I once signed a Tower of Pimps.
Hey guys, so you've got these like big projects like Crunch Time and Day 5 coming out, and you've got like your new partnerships with, say, YouTube Red, for example. So like, how do you want to distribute these new big projects? Because like, I don't know if they're like too small for like, say, just YouTube, like in general, or like you've also got your subscription service, obviously. So it's like,
how are we going to distribute the new projects? Well, the ones that we previewed today, those will all be for sponsors on the website. So those will all be, at roosterteeth.com for our sponsors.
Yeah, I don't know. We want to do a lot for the sponsors going forward.
You have a cool new show.
Yeah, I do. I didn't talk about it last panel, but they asked about new stuff. I can, if you want. I don't know. There's no reason. So in February, one of the goals this year was for every department to find a really cool additive project that we could put into the mix to service our fantastic sponsors, who are the reason that we're here. And for Achievement Hunter, we already play video games, and I couldn't figure out a way to play more video games, but only for certain people. But what we came up with is starting in February, end of February, in theory, and if it goes well, once a month we're going to have a movie night called Let's Watch. I know that's already a show that we've been doing for years. But called Let's Watch, where on Sunday nights we licensed a bunch of movies, and we do like our own version of Mystery Science Theater, where every Sunday, or like the last Sunday of every month, we all watch a movie together and make fun of it.
You want to tell?
I'm doing a terrible job selling it.
It's really going to be really funny. You want to tell people one of the names of the movies?
Thanksgiving, which is about an evil turkey.
I love that movie.
Yeah. It's evil
the opening
turkey.
shot is a close-up of a tit.
That's gonna be great. I hope you guys like nudity. Thanksgiving 3, The Search for Thanksgiving 2, I believe it's called.
I've not seen that one.
Yeah. There's a bunch. We went out and we found a partner and got like the best B movies we could find. And then I don't know if you guys have seen Mystery Science Theater, but we're gonna do our own take on that.
Hey, one other like little thing I want to say about that, because Jeff and I spent a long time like trying to like lock this stuff down, because it's hard to actually get stuff to license for worldwide rights, and that's one thing that we're really committed to. That I've noticed when I'm here and I'm on the internet, there's a lot of stuff you guys can't watch, which sucks. And I just say, well, we're never going to do that.
Yeah.
Everything that's on roosterteeth.com, if we have, you know, any control over it whatsoever, and we do, it is always going to be available worldwide for everybody. We are very committed to that.
It's like you would be amazed at how difficult it is to get worldwide rights to stuff. Luckily, we found a partner that we could, but we went through, Matt's not kidding, we went through probably 6 months of going down the rabbit hole with different partners, and then you get to that point, and even if they say, yeah, it's not a problem initially, it becomes a problem very soon, and it's really a hard thing to navigate.
You know, I experienced the other side of that. I was here in early December for some venue walkthroughs and some RTX Australia planning, and I did an interview at the time with Good Game Pocket over at ABC. And once we were done, they sent me a link to watch the interview. I was like, great, I'm going to watch this. I was back in the United States, like, oh, it's region blocked because I'm not in Australia. And it's really a frustrating thing.
Do we have 10 minutes? Do we do 5 minutes normal questions, 5 minutes lightning round?
Sure, why not?
Let's see how
Lightning
far
round
Ian's
doesn't
got to
work.
run around.
Lightning round doesn't work unless they line up though, because otherwise the guy's just running around with it. So we're gonna line up for lightning round.
Can we get them to line up?
Yeah. But you can stand here and they can come to you. How about that?
You got to get here so that they can line up.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, and then we'll do like 5 more minutes of questions, and then we'll do like a lightning round one.
And we're changing it. If anybody has a question, you got to go get in line. I see you raising your hand. Go get in line. Oh, she doesn't want to get in line.
That is probably enough people.
Walk,
now.
don't run.
You notice all the people near the air conditioning don't have a question.
No, they're fine. They're
They're
on
good.
lock.
Do you have a final estimate for the size of the company as it grows? Do you think you'll ever reach a max cap?
6 billion.
Took my answer.
Oh wait, we're not.
Not until everybody in this hall gets a job. And by the way, I'm to that point now where I'm just gonna fucking hire all of you.
We are
The
paying
curve is
people with
inverted.
barrels of oil, though, Joel. I hope you know that.
I forgot. We're not in lightning round. Not giving my lightning round answer. I feel kind of bad now.
You're fine. You're just practicing for the lightning round. It's fine. Yeah.
You guys have just obviously released Ruby Grim Eclipse. Do you have any plans to release any other video games at any stage?
I wouldn't be surprised if 5 years from now, the gaming department is the biggest department in all of Rooster Teeth. I wouldn't be the least bit surprised.
I was sick. I was really sick a couple of months ago, actually right after I came back from Sydney. And I was laying in bed. I slept off and on for about 48 hours. And I had a fever dream with the greatest video game idea ever.
I'm sure that's true.
It's still a great idea. I need to talk to our games department. I want them to make this game that I had in my like sick, fevered,
Is it about
crazy state.
Is it about fingernails?
Is it an Achievement Hunter mini golf game? Because I've been begging them to make one for.
No, this is a great idea. This one will sell.
Wow.
Damn.
Just one insult after another.
Hey guys, will RTX Australia be in Sydney again next year, or will it go somewhere else?
I feel like I've already said too much by saying we'll have air conditioning next year. I'm looking off stage. I don't see anybody who can give me a thumbs up. I can't say. Jeff's giving me a thumbs up.
You're good.
We'll be back. I'll say that.
So, Gus, were you upset when they announced before this event that it was going to be an annual event, which then makes this the first annual?
That's not a
RTX?
thing. That doesn't exist.
This is the inaugural event.
But no, they've said it's an annual event.
It will be an annual event. That is correct. And this is the inaugural event.
There's no such thing as a first annual anything.
No. Absolutely.
God damn it.
Welcome to the first annual.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, like, before the Laser Team premiere, did you have, like, stress dreams that, like, no one would like it at all?
What are you saying, miss? I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, we were worried about stuff, but we'd actually shown it at a few festivals already. And we'd even let some people, you have to, and this is probably the hardest part of making the movie, from a viewership standpoint, is you have to let people watch the movie way before it's done. When you're talking about distribution and stuff like that. That, to me, is way more difficult than showing a movie that we feel is complete. So once we got in front of the audience, that's great. But I think every time we put out anything, we're worried about what the audience is going to think about it, especially when we try something new. The pilot, so.
Really, for me, it would have been the first Monty shot.
Oh yeah, in Red vs. Blue Season 8.
I was terrified.
That was probably
I
the
wanted
most
people to like it so badly.
Nervous I'd been. I hadn't been nervous in 8 years, actually stage fright nervous, and I was pacing back and forth at PAX Boston, PAX East, when we were about to show that because I was so worried about it. Yeah. Sure.
Just between you and me, Bernie, did
Go
you
ahead.
and Ashley win?
Everybody, if you could leave, that would be great.
Did you and Ashley win the Amazing Race?
Between you and me?
Just between you and me. No spoilers.
What? I don't remember.
Does he look like a winner?
A winner at a physical activity?
So you guys have been on the internet for over a decade now.
Yeah.
What do you think are the best and worst changes that have happened on the internet in the past 10 years?
The worst change that's still coming is net neutrality and the prioritization of internet traffic. It's something that's really scary to me in that someone would not be able to replicate what we did and start, bootstrap themselves up and really get the attention of a worldwide audience. So I can talk about what scares me more than what I enjoy.
For me, it's stuff moves in cycles, and when I was in college in the 90s, there was a huge, what they called PC movement, political correctness, and then it just kind of went away for a little while, and now through the internet, the culture of outrage has come back in force, and everything is upsetting, and everybody's stressed out all the time and finding reasons to upset themselves, and I know that will eventually ebb and go away again, but being in the middle of that's not fun. It gives me flashbacks to when I was in college.
I don't know how much of that is true, though. That's always my problem. I don't know how much of it is just people trolling and how much of it is legitimate.
No, dude, it's spend a week in a Achievement Hunter office. It's fucking true.
Yeah, people get upset. Yeah. And I think the problem with it more than anything else is people should be passionate and be emotional about things and then use that to drive some kind of action. But what we have in the culture now is people get outraged about something for about 20 minutes and then they find something else to be outraged about. And then nothing actually gets changed. And that's not how you affect.
Tweeting is not action.
No, liking a thing doesn't solve world hunger.
Ricky Gervais said something interesting about it recently where he said, years ago, when someone was outraged, if they were really upset, they'd have to break out a piece of paper, a pen, and write a letter. And most of the time, if they were upset, they'd be like, that's too much effort. It's not worth it. Yeah. Nowadays, it's too easy to express your outrage via social media so that you just get it constantly.
Right.
And I think we've entered lightning round time.
Lightning round. Joel, you ready?
You ready, Joel?
And go.
What would be the name of Rooster Teeth if it wasn't Rooster Teeth?
Chicken Mouth.
Most regretful person you've ever hired. Who have you most regretted hiring?
Joel Heyman.
The hell are you done to your finger?
Joel?
Chicken Mouth.
Advice about starting a new business.
Don't do it.
Consistent release schedule.
Work for the government.
G'day guys, $1 million, but one of the other guys, you don't know which one of the four, can sack tap you at any time during the day, every time you spend money.
Wouldn't do it.
As we've evolved from such a small company into having dozens of employees, what's been the main characteristic of the people you like to bring on every time you consider bringing a new employee into the company?
Butts.
Joel Heyman.
Favorite RT short?
Catch. Laser team.
Gus, do you like being surrounded by trains?
Yes.
It's like fucking Gears of War in here.
Question for Jeff. Would you ever come to Perth so I could tattoo you?
All right, what are you doing later today?
Perth. It's a whole continent away.
Hey guys,
We got
which
planes.
Australian cage animal? Which Australian animal would you cage fight?
Quokka.
Joel Heyman.
I would beat the shit out of a quokka.
Hey guys, what was your first business plan and how often do you reassess them?
Still looking to make one.
Gus and Jeff's first business plan was to be internet famous.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah. Hey, 17 years ago, we did this.
We did it. We did.
That's right.
Bernie
also,
Sanders
to never
or Hillary
make a
Clinton?
dime on the internet.
What's that?
Bernie Sanders or Hillary Clinton?
Joel?
Oil is $30 a barrel.
Okay. Hi, Bernie. I'm Catbug. Would you like some popcorn?
Oh, thank you. Yes, I would love some popcorn.
It's a great costume.
I mean, I would honestly vote for Bernie Burns.
Lightning round.
Which is pretty fucked,
Joe,
right?
I got you a gift.
I would be a great president.
Favorite Rooster Teeth series?
Thank you.
RT podcast.
Yeah? I'm flattered.
Matt or Bernie, I don't remember which of you it
Matt or
happened
Bernie? Bernie.
You brought on a intern, and the first day on stage, he told you to go fuck yourself. I don't know which one it was, though.
What was that? We did an intern thing with what?
You got a new intern, and on his first day, you brought him on set, and he told you to go fuck yourself when you were live. Whatever happened to him?
That's Andy. From you talking about? Yeah, Andy came on and told me to go fuck myself. Yeah, he's not with us anymore.
Like,
I thought you meant Blaine.
physically, he
What?
is not with us on Earth
Yeah.
anymore.
He's gone. I thought you meant Blaine when his first day as an intern, when we brought him on the air and tried to fuck him. That's entirely
So
different.
Blaine did something as an intern that I forgot about. He reminded me about recently. I forgot what we were talking about, but we had like a round, like we were having a discussion about something. And Blaine raised his hand and goes, "Hey, I have a suggestion." I go, "What, Blaine?" And he farted in my face. I wanted to punch him, but he has muscles.
I would love to see you punch anything.
I'll punch a quagga.
You know the mechanics of it, right?
Hey guys, can I get a happy birthday?
What's it?
It's my birthday.
How old are you?
20.
Next year. Next year.
Happy
I mean,
birthday.
20
Happy
is the
birthday.
most, well, in America, 20 is the most pointless birthday, right? What's the drinking age here?
18.
All right, well, 2 years ago.
It's still pointless. So happy birthday, you cunt.
Hey!
All right.
Thank you, everybody. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you.